Susu and welcome to a Sims 4 speed build video. Today this is a base game only build. Since The Sims 4 is free now for the base game only, I decided that it's time to do some builds that don't use every single pack like most of mine seem to. So this is a base game only build, and then I'm going to do a series of builds that are base game but one pack only. So that's base game with just one of the packs. So the next one will be Sims 4 base game plus one of the expansions. I had a vote over on my Twitter, so it'll be in the order of that Twitter. And then once we do those expansions, we'll go on and do some of the game packs and stuff packs and maybe even some of the kits. I'm not sure. I feel like you're far less likely to just have base game and one of the kits, whereas you're far more likely to have base game plus one expansion or base game plus one game pack. In saying that, that's not to say if you have everything you can't play with base game only builds or base game plus one pack build. In fact, I think this build here would be easy to add on to with other expansions. So here I've got the layout figured out. I've done the basic sort of outline. We're starting to put in the outside wallpaper, the doors, the windows, and all of that. So we're getting there. It's starting to look good. I hope. Let's sure hope it looks good, because otherwise, what am I doing? No, it's fine. I spent a while trying to figure out what roof tiles I wanted, which is weird because I don't usually spend that long, and there's far less choices when I'm only using base game. But it's fine. It's fine. So I used a bit of like blue accents for this, so you'll see a bit of that with the windows and the walls and the corners of the siding and stuff like that. But this house, I've called it the base game suburban, so that's what it's going to be up as on the gallery. It is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom house. There's an office, there's a dining room, a living room, a kitchen. The office could easily be changed into a bedroom. It would also be really easy to add in things from other packs as needed. Could also easily renovate to be like open plan downstairs or something like that if you wanted. We went with a less modern look for this. It's more of an older suburban house and like a more upper middle suburban house, if you know what I mean. I knew people that lived in houses this big when I was growing up, but they were quite rich compared to me. It's fine. But we're going through and adding in a few things. I decided to put a breakfast table in the kitchen and then have a big main table in the dining room. So you'd have more informal meals in the kitchen with family, and then the formal dining room would be like when you have guests or maybe like if it's a big family dinner or something. But if it's like breakfast where everyone just kind of has it when they have it or something like that, then you just eat in the kitchen. And then we've got the living room here. I briefly thought about putting in a Christmas tree even though it's January, because the holiday items, while technically not base game, are free updates to the game. So I've thought, I could use that, but I didn't in the end because it is January. But it would be easy to fit in a Christmas tree there where I was trying to put it. Here's the little office. It's not much, just the desk, the computer, a bookcase, and an easel. I put in a few different activities that do come with just the base game, so your Sims can gain quite a few skills while here in this house. And then we've got the bathrooms that we're working on. So downstairs there's just one half bathroom, and then upstairs there's an ensuite connected to the main bedroom, and then other bathroom that's for everyone else basically. Trying to fit in and figure out the layout of some of these bathrooms was interesting. They were fairly decent sized bathrooms. I usually don't do my bathrooms that big, but it seemed to work here. This main bedroom also has a walk-in wardrobe, so I made that work with just base game stuff. But if you had, say, Dream Home Decorator, you could easily add in stuff from there. Or I think High School Years has some good stuff for that as well. I'm not sure. There's so many packs, I forget what has what. That's fine. And they get a little sitting area. Then we've got like the toddler's room here. I briefly thought about putting in a bassinet, but I forgot the mod I had that makes bassinets invisible. So I didn't. And we put in, it's a toddler's room. It's a toddler's room. We're just sort of configuring the layout. And then the other two bedrooms I did as sort of like a kids and a teens room. Sort of, because it's a suburban home, it's a family home. I put in a desk in the kids' room, and then I realised later I hadn't actually given it a dresser, so we did that later. It's a smaller room than the teens' room. But that's just fine. As the kid gets older, once they become a teen, you probably move the toys or get rid of them and then put it in the desk. But for now, they don't need it. They can do their homework on the kitchen table. And then I did a little work outside. So I wanted to do a little bit of landscaping. I didn't want to go over the top. Because while it's really nice to have a really nice over the top garden sometimes, I didn't think this house had that sort of feel to it. And also, I do want this house to work for people who are playing, say, console or low-end computers, which is what some people who play a base game only might be. So I wanted it to be something that you can move into and play immediately without too much trouble, but also something you can change as needed as your Sims family changes, as the Sims story moves on and grows. So there's a little bit of landscaping, but not too much. I do like how it ended up in the end. So we're just doing in the last few bits here and there, and then once it's done, I will go into a little tour. So I'll see you when we do the tour. So here we are doing a nice little tour for this completely base game build. So let's go in. Okay, this is, I need to be up further. I forgot how slow this can take. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, so you come in, is the front door, and you come into this hallway. Right here. You can see ahead of you the living space. A nice little place to put your shoes. And here is the downstairs half bathroom. So it's just got the toilet and the sink. And then across the hallway here is the study area. So we've got like an office, we've got a little sitting area here by the bay window. Nice, some bookcase, easel, computer, camera even. So, you know, there's lots of skills your Sims could learn in here. Because the base game actually isn't completely bare, though we think sometimes it is. This is the kitchen. So it's got everything that you need for the kitchen. Even instant coffee machine. And then like a sort of a breakfast table there. That's not what I wanted. Let's come down here. We're seeing things early, but you would have already seen it because of this speed build part of the video. It's fine. Alright, and then we come in here, and here is like the more formal dining. This is where they would have dinner, or like where they'd eat with guests and stuff. And here is the living room. So you've got the TV, you've got the fireplace. It's just a nice little place so you can sort of, yeah. So it's good. And then we come along here to the stairs over here. Thank goodness we can do U-shaped stairs these days. And then we come up here for the upstairs area. We come through here. This is the main bedroom. And then we've got a little sitting area here in the main bedroom, plus the walk-in wardrobe. If you had Dream Home Decorator, it would be really easy to convert that into a walk-in wardrobe. And I think a good thing about this being a base game build is if you only have base game plus a couple of others, you can really just make it work for whatever you want. And then the ensuite for the main bedroom. But it's also good just if you only have base game, because base game, you know, as we all know, is free now, and it's nice for people to be able to get stuff from the gallery. That's not like got 100 packs. This is like a teen room. I imagine I was imagining like a teen boy, so like he maybe he games and stuff, or you know, maybe he streams. I don't know. Room here, and then there's this room here is, I imagine, for a girl maybe about 8 years old, 10 years old, I don't know, child anyway. It's just a nice little area here. It's fun, it's colourful, it's girly. We come in here, and here is the main bathroom. So this is the one the kids will share. And then in here is a toddler room. So you could easily change it to switch out a toddler bed for a bassinet for a baby. You could also easily change all of the rooms if needed. Alright, and then over here, when you come outside here, this is the sort of the backyard area. So there's some gardening. I did a little bit of landscaping, not a lot. But there's a nice sort of area where you can sit and eat outside, and the barbecue. A planting pot, so if someone wants to do some gardening, they have that, and then a couple of little sections there with flowers. I like to do this little thing with the hydrangeas where I will do it in order of the bi flag colours, so it's blue, purple, pink, or pink, purple, blue. So that's what I've done there. We've got some blue flowers there, and it's just a nice little outdoor area. All in all, I think. So this will be up on the gallery. It'll be called Base Game Suburban because it was designed to be like a suburban sort of house. It's a upper middle, I'd say. But if your Sims have made it a bit further up in their careers and they're a bit further and they're making good money, but not like super rich, then they could easily move in here. They can have their family here, and it would be a really nice place. And also, I think it would be, if it's easy to renovate and change around as you need to for different things. You could easily make this study area into a bedroom. You could knock down walls and make it open living. You can do all sorts with this if you downloaded it and like you decided, you know what, I want to change it around a bit, or I actually have base game and this one other pack, so maybe I could add in some of that stuff. It would be easy to do that with this. So that was kind of the idea behind this. I'm going to keep doing builds that are base game and one pack only. So because I think, often when I build, I just don't really think about it, and I think there's a lot of people who don't, there are a lot of people who don't have all the packs. So it's good to put that limit on when I share things up to the gallery. So that will be up there using my EA ID Annalise MB. But that is all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Dag dag!